Why would a dog know Morse code? My elderly neighbor's dog started barking at 2:03 a.m. every single night. I'm talking 2:03 a.m. on the dot every night for weeks. At first, I thought Dorothy just had an annoying poodle who needed training, but it was weird because the barking itself wasn't normal either. It would be like 3 short barks, 3 long barks, then 3 short barks again, then silence for exactly 90 seconds. Sometimes I would even hear dogs running through my yard at full speed. My husband told me I was going crazy. It's just a stupid dog. Get some earplugs and stop obsessing over this. But after 3 weeks of this exact same pattern every single night, I knew something strange was happening. I started recording the barking on my phone to prove I wasn't crazy. When I played it back, the patterns were even more obvious. Then one morning, I woke up to find my entire vegetable garden completely destroyed. Little muddy paw prints everywhere. I marched over to Dorothy's house and said, "Dorothy, your dog is barking every night and destroying my garden." She looked at me all confused and innocent. "Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I take my hearing aids out at night. I don't hear a thing." But here's the thing. I could see her bedroom light flick on at exactly 2 a.m. every night. Arthur's house 3 doors down did the exact same thing. Their lights would flip on right before the barking started. I called animal control and the guy literally laughed at me. "Ma'am, unless the dog bites someone, we can't do anything." I decided to spy on Dorothy to find out what the hell was going on. At 2:03 a.m., I crept into my backyard and watched through the fence. Dorothy was at her bedroom window holding up giant cards to her dog, Winnie the Poodle. The dog would bark different patterns based on which card she showed. "Good girl, Winnie," she was whispering. Then I heard another dog barking back from Arthur's yard like they were having a conversation. Suddenly, Dorothy's daughter burst into the room. "Mother, what are you doing up?" Dorothy tried to hide the cards, but her daughter saw them. "Are you playing with that stupid dog again?" She grabbed Dorothy's arm really hard and yanked her away from the window. "You need to take your pills and go to bed. Now." Something horrible was definitely going on in that house. Was Dorothy trying to signal for help? The next day, when the daughter's car left, I did something crazy. I broke into their house. I know that's illegal, but I was scared for this old woman. There were locks on the outside of Dorothy's bedroom door. The landline phone had been disconnected and hidden in a closet. On the kitchen counter was a book called Morse Code for Beginners. That's when I realized that Dorothy must have taught her dog Morse code. That night, I stayed up with a Morse code translator app to record the barking. When I translated it, I couldn't believe what I was reading. Dorothy's dog barked out, "My darling Arthur, are you there?" Arthur's dog replied, "Always my sweet Dorothy. How was your day?" I kept translating, thinking maybe this was code for something else. "I miss holding your hand." Wait, what? This was about romance? "I count every hour without you." Then Dorothy's dog barked, "I love you, Arthur." The other dog barked back, "Wait for me, Dorothy. Soon." Then Arthur's dog ran through my yard to deliver a bundle of roses to Winnie. I sat there at 2 a.m. crying my eyes out. The next morning, I knocked on Dorothy's door. When she answered, I said, "Dorothy, I know about the Morse code and Arthur." Her face went completely white. "Please don't tell my daughter. Please. She'll take Winnie away and I'll have nothing left." She started sobbing and pulled me inside. "You don't understand. Arthur is all I have to live for." She told me they were high school sweethearts. We were going to get married, but our parents wouldn't allow it. They made us marry other people. They found each other at a grocery store 5 years ago, both widowed. We held hands and cried right there by the bananas. When I told my daughter, she said, "Mother, you're 83 years old. This is ridiculous." She said if I marry Arthur, she'll lose half of her inheritance money to his kids. She moved in to take care of me, but really she's just making sure we don't get to be together. Arthur's son did the same thing. Both their kids threatened to put them in separate nursing homes if they kept seeing each other. We can only talk through our dogs when they're both asleep. I went from thinking this was elder abuse to realizing it was the saddest love story ever. I helped them set up secret video calls and offered my yard as a safe meeting spot. Dorothy died 3 months later. At her funeral, Arthur's dog wouldn't stop barking. My app translated it to, "Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me."